Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, we're going to talk about the actual cost for $5,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 56-year-old female. Now, first thing you need to know is you can go right to our website, and we've got this quoter here, and all you got to do, and it's on pretty much every page, just click whatever state you live in, and we're licensed in all 50 states, by the way. Click the coverage amount. Put your birthday in there, other info, click get quotes. It'll take you to a page that it's the same quota that we use to help the people that we're helping. It's going to show all the best companies, all the best pricing, and you can be a super smart consumer. So check that out. You can also call us at our number toll free, 888-862-9456. Now, the first thing you should think about when you're looking for coverage for a 56-year-old female and you're considering $5,000, you just want to make sure that's enough coverage. Now, if you're looking at a cremation, the average cost of cremation right now in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. Now, that's if you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. Now, if you're going to have some sort of remembrance ceremony or celebration of life, something like that, that's probably going to be $3,500 to $4,500, including the cremation. So a $5,000 policy on average is going to take care of things quite dandy. Now, if you're just going to have to come home in a cardboard box or an urn type thing, $5,000 is probably enough because you know the average cost is $1,000 to $2,000 right now, but not in the future. And you're 56 years old, and we want you to live a long time, 66, 76. So you generally should have some extra coverage in there just to handle the prices increases that happen in the future due to inflation. Now, if you're going to have that ceremony type thing, you probably want to look at maybe a $7,000. Some people would even go $10,000. Probably don't need to go that high. Just keep in mind that if you're on a fixed or limited income, which almost everyone we help is, you can always get a lower amount, start lower, and then add coverage over time as you can afford it, and we can help you out with that. Now, if you're looking for a burial, and burial right now is averaging right around $10,000. And I can tell you one thing, at $10,000, it's not going to be a fancy funeral by any means either, but most places should be able to get it done. We find it hard to believe that any place would really turn down a $10,000 check and let it walk down the road to their competition. But just understand that's $10,000 right now, not $10,000 when you're 66 or 76. So most people would say, hey, probably want anywhere between $10,000, maybe $15,000, $20,000. But again, don't overinsure. You really want to only get as much of this insurance as you need. And also just understand that if you want to add more coverage later, we can easily help you out there. Now, one thing we do recommend is getting first day coverage. And that's what we help people with, first day coverage or benefits with low cost same day approvals. And the reason the first day coverage is so important, we just don't know when we're going to pass away. You could live another 20 seconds or another 20 years. We just don't know, right? So you want to plan that if you got your policy approved today and you died tomorrow, it's going to pay out. And that's what we help people with. Now, a lot of people would say, well, those plans, those first day coverage plans, they ask health questions and I'm not in the best of health. And we always tell people, we work with enough different insurance companies that they all have different underwriting. We typically can get you first day coverage regardless of your health. We've got a 95% approval rate for first day coverage or benefits. The only thing that would disqualify you is if you had like really significant health issues, like terminal illness and you're going to pass away in the next 12 months, or if you had dementia or you're on dialysis or in a hospital or in a nursing home, then we'd probably refer you out to a different company. The other thing too is, seems like every week we get a call from somebody that says, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week. And, they're down at the funeral home. They didn't have any insurance. We don't have any money. We need to get an insurance policy really quick because the funeral home's not going to do anything until they get a check in their hand. And we have to tell them that, unfortunately, there's no insurance company in the United States that's going to issue a policy to somebody who's already died. It does not work out that way. And it's very sad that the person who died, who knew they were going to die someday, just left this burden for their family. It's not only a financial burden, it's a huge emotional burden. So no, don't be that person. This insurance is affordable. Don't put this on other people without their knowledge. It's a terrible thing to do. Now, one thing we don't recommend is getting plans with 2-year waiting periods. Now, Colonial Penn is one of the better known plans out there. And that's just probably because they just advertise so much. It seems like their TV commercials are running, every 7 minutes for their $9.95 plan. And, a lot of 56-year-old females would think, oh my gosh, for $9.95, I can probably get 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, maybe even 50,000. 50,000. And then they get on the Colonial Penn website, like we are right now, and they find out for a 56-year-old female that they can only get for $9.95, $1,719. That's barely enough for a cremation these days. And you know what? Even if it were enough for a cremation right now, this policy's got a 2-year waiting period. It wouldn't pay out for 2 years, and everything's going to be more expensive in 2 years. So you're like almost automatically underinsured, just because you thought $9.95 on the commercial sounded like the best deal in the world. Now, 2-year waiting period, you got to watch out for them. Many insurance companies offer those. Mutual of Omaha, their United of Omaha product, AIG, Gerber, all of those offer 2-year waiting periods. And there's other companies out there too. And some of those companies have done a really terrific job at marketing and making people over 50 believe that the only thing they qualify for is a 2-year waiting period. And nothing could be further from the truth, because that's all we help people out with. First day coverage. So don't listen to those marketers. Give us a call. We can help you out. But let's check out the pricing, because we're looking at $5,000. Now, Colonial Penn's got this kind of $9.95, and it's per unit. It's not like other companies for a 56-year-old female where you can say, hey, I want $5,000. You got to fiddle with their units, and you always end up with these kind of wackadoodle numbers like $1,719. So I have a feeling $2,000 isn't going to get us to $5,000. Let's take a look. $3,000 probably put us a little over, maybe. Well, that's as close as we'll probably get. $5,157. That's right around $30, $28 or $29.85. But let's take a look and see what that would cost with first day coverage. So 50,000 female, age 56. We're going to go get quote. You can be able to check out our quoter online. And again, this is $30 for roughly 5,000. And we look right here, and oh my gosh, Trinity Life Insurance, great insurance company. We work with them, and level coverage means first day coverage. And it's $14.84 versus roughly $30. So just look at this. The Colonial Penn is literally 200% more expensive, and you've got a 2-year waiting period policy, and you're going to overpay on this policy for the rest of your life. So it's $29.14. It's about $15 more a month. So that would be about $180 more a year. And after 10 years, that would be $1,800 more. After 10 years, that's assuming you only live to age 66. So after 20 years, it'd be $3,600 on a $5,000 policy. So it just doesn't make sense to overspend and get whacked with the 2-year waiting period. Let's look at some other insurance companies here, see if there's any other companies that market kind of quite a bit here. And you'll be able to, again, see all these different insurance companies on our quoter. Here's one like Lincoln Heritage. They're a fine company, I guess. Level coverage, $22 versus roughly $15. So $7 more a month. 7 times 12 is 56, an extra $560 after 10 years. Not a lot, but why would you spend the extra money now? Now, Lincoln Heritage has a thing where they'll call like 2 or 3 funeral homes and maybe do a couple other things when somebody passes away, try to get the best pricing and stuff. But if you're going to pay $500-$600 more for that, most people would say, well, it might make sense if it's only $500-$600, but by the same token, you can keep that money in your own pocket. We actually provide a funeral and estate planning guide free of charge. And if you just fill that out, then it's going to say who gets what goes where, what your final wishes are, everything that you want done. It'll save you money. You just keep that with your insurance policy. When you pass away, your family just go grab that, and they can just get everything done as exactly as you wanted it, and you'll save money. So, why spend more money than you have to? And again, you'll be able to see different insurance companies here. and we can definitely help you get the best pricing. But just go to our website at funeralfunds.com. We do have a special quote for our YouTube listeners, funeralfunds.com/YouTube. And we have a special quote where we'll get you the best discounts and lowest pricing. And you can also call us at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456. And whether you have an existing policy and you want to price shop it or add coverage to it, or if you're looking for a brand new plan with coverage, or you just have some questions, just reach out to us. We look forward to helping you out with this and hearing from you. And until that day comes, you take care, you stay safe, you have a nice day. Bye-bye.